everybody, and welcome to a book haul. Earlier today, I went out to a bookstore with a friend, and we went to the mall and went to see Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which was a fun movie. One of the kids in the movie looked exactly like one of our friends from the class that we had together last year, and so that was kind of trippy and made the movie just a little bit more scary when his life was put in danger. But it was it's a good movie. I liked it. Anyway, but that's not the point of this video. We're here for books. I got so many books over the past 2 days. I got a friend who gave me a whole bunch of books she was getting rid of, and then I went to the Barnes & Noble sale and got a whole bunch of books, and so I'm here to show them to you today. The first book that I got is Ship It by Britta London, and this is about a girl named Claire who gets hired on to write for a show that she's a really big fan of when she meets an actor and their terrible meet goes viral. She writes fan fiction about that actor's character and his male co-lead, gay fan fiction, and when she tries to share it with the actor, he gets offended or something of the like, and she realizes that he's very close-minded, and so the show starts getting written off as like anti-LGBT because of this actor, so they hire Claire on to help keep their image. And through that journey, she meets another fan of the show that she starts to fall in love with, and the male actor starts to open up to the idea of different sexualities and stuff like that. And so I thought that was cool. And also the dust, like that, the cover is so pretty, and it doesn't have to be. And like, look at it's shiny, and it's so pretty. It's a real genuine work of art, and I love it. And I remember YouTubers reading this or like showing it in book hauls or something, and I can't remember if they said they liked it or not, but I don't check reviews or anything when I buy new books. I just buy it and I don't go in. I try not to go in with any bias, so the less I know about what other people thought about it, the better. So that's the first book that I got. The second book that I got is called Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. This book is about a girl named Claudia whose best friend goes missing, and nobody really seems to care until I believe they find her body a year later. I don't know if it says they found her 1 year later. So I don't know if they found her alive or dead, but they do find her. And I wasn't sure about it at first, but then I read this little excerpt at the beginning, which I'll read to you. Red flags, not blush red, orange red, wine, or ruby red. No bloody red flags. Did you see them, Claudia? Did you? Did you see any red flags? That's the question they asked me over and over again, hoping to find answers, hoping to understand what no one could. Signs. Were there any signs Monday was in trouble? Did you see anything out of the ordinary? Anything unusual? No. Nothing. In so many words, they called me a liar. That hurt more than losing my best friend. If Monday were a color, she'd be red, crisp, striking, vivid. You couldn't miss her. A bullseye in the room, a crackling flame. I saw so much red that it blinded me to any flags. So I read that and thought, yes, I have to have this book. So, yeah, so I'm really excited to read this. Also, the cover is really pretty, and yes, I'm super excited about that one. Next, I got Shatter Me and Unravel Me by Turi Mafi. I don't remember how to say this, and I'm sorry, I totally butchered that. And I know that this is about a girl whose touch is fatal, and people try to use her as a weapon, and she doesn't want to be used as a weapon. And I don't know much else other than that, but I know that a lot of people have read these and have liked them, and now I can start getting into them, so I'm excited. I'm starting to like get back into, or like getting to books that have a lot of hype or have had a lot of hype over the years that I just completely missed out on because I didn't really like care about them or anything. But now I'm having real book FOMO about all the series I've skipped over the years, and so I'm starting to catch up to those. Next, I have Carrie by Stephen King, which is a book that I started reading on my phone and I never finished it because, to be honest, Stephen King's writing style is very dull for me. It's very slow and very boring. I tried reading it last year, 300 pages in, and we were still in the backstory and nothing had really happened. And I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I didn't like the movies. I mean, like, they were okay, but they weren't scary. And if I'm gonna read Stephen King, it's because I intend to be scared. And so, yeah, I wasn't feeling it too much, but I loved this movie. This version, with Julianne Moore and Chloe Grace. I don't want to try and pronounce her last name because I know I'll butcher it. I never learned how to say it properly. The 2013 movie. I loved it. It was so good. I'm obsessed with it. So I figured I'll give this one a shot because it's really short, and I got this for free. So, because this is one that my friend gave me. So, no harm, no foul if I don't like it. It's all good. The next book that I have is Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. And this is about 15-year-old Tiger Lily who falls in love with Peter Pan. And then she gets engaged to someone else, and then Wendy comes to Neverland, and it's just all about love and heartbreak, and Peter Pan is my absolute favorite movie and story and book in the world. I love it so much, and I mean, go figure, right? But yeah, so I have wanted to read this forever. And then somebody, when I have this giant bookish group chat, and well, I wouldn't say giant, there's only like 4 of us who talk on there now, but someone was like, one of my favorite YouTubers read that and they hated it, and I was like, well, I hope I don't hate it because it's Peter Pan. I mean, it's not Peter Pan, but like, it's Peter Pan. I'm a sucker for anything Peter Pan. I even love like bad retellings, like they're like a guilty pleasure just because I love Peter Pan so much. It might be a problem, or you know, I'll just let myself be biased and enjoy the things that I enjoy even if they're bad. It's fine. I'm keeping the receipt of all the books we bought in this one just in case I don't like it, because then I can go get another book instead. So it's probably going to be one of the first ones I read because the return policy is 30 days. So here's to hoping that I like it. The next book that I got is Anne of Green Gables. It is a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, and it's really pretty. It's the same sort of edition of my Peter Pan copy, and it's a beautiful edition. And this, it has all sorts of like really pretty pictures in it and stuff. Oh, we love I love the sound of new books. I wanted to read this book for a while. I actually had a copy of this when I was little, and then I never read it because I've never really been into classics or anything, and especially as a kid I thought they were boring, so I never read them. And so the only ones I really did read was like Peter Pan, The Little Prince, and what was the other one I read? The Little Princess. So those were like the only classics I read as a kid. And then, you know, so I'm trying to go back and circle around to those. I also read Agatha Christie in middle school because, you know, who didn't? But anyway, so I got these. I'm also obsessed with the Anne with an E Netflix show. It's so cute. That show is so precious. I love it. And so I was like, you know what? I have to read these books. And so I got the first one, and I'm finally going to get around to it. I'm so excited. from my friend, I got the 2nd to 4th book of the Maze Runner series. I have the first one from another friend, and so now I believe this is the whole series, because this is the prequel. This is 2 and this is 3. And so yeah, I believe that's the whole series, and so now I can actually read them, because I never finished the first one, but I heard they were really good. But again, I got all 4 of these for free, so if I end up not liking them, no harm, no foul. The next book that I got, I'm really excited for. I got Illuminate. I finally got my hands on Illuminate, and it took so much self-restraint to not get all 3 of them, because I didn't have a whole lot of money to spend at the bookstore, but oh my gosh, I've wanted to read Illuminate forever, and I've heard such good things about it. And like, underneath this dust cover, you gotta be kidding me. Like, this is so cool. I'm so excited. I don't even know what Illuminate's about. I know everyone's talking, or like was talking about it, and everyone loved it. And so I'm so excited to get into it, and I'm gonna read the whole series. I'm gonna get the whole series eventually, but we're gonna start small. But yeah, this is also part of my catch up. So is the Maze Runner. Actually, just about everything in this pile is a catch up, but that's all right. The final 3 books that I got are in the Mysterious Benedict Society books. I got the first 3. There's 2 more. Oh, just kidding. There's even more than that. There's 3 more. I just saw it on the back cover. I really thought these were it, and then I thought there was like novellas, but no, apparently there's like 6 more. So, my brother got this one, I believe, when he was in the 2nd grade, and it took him the longest time to read it, but once he read it, he loved it. And then he got this one, and he got about halfway through it, and then he never finished it. But my friend gave me these ones, so I went out and got the first one, so that I will finally know what I'm missing, because my brother was like, yeah, you should really read those, they're really good. And I really should have listened to him, because my brother doesn't read, and so if he liked a book, it must have been really good, and I should have just read it. But you know, I'm finally gonna catch up, and then I'm gonna pass him, because I'm gonna read this one too. But yeah, it's part of my catch up, and I'm gonna finally learn what I missed out on those many years ago. Let's see, if he was in the 2nd grade, so that was 10 years ago, 11, 12 years ago, 10 to 12 years ago, when he told me that I should read these, and I never did. And when I'm gonna post a TBR for this month too. Some of it's going to include some of these, and others it's gonna be books that I've had for a while and I just haven't read yet. And you know, we're playing catch up for a while, and that's okay. I'm so excited to get to these books that I, you know, have just taken years to get around to, but I'm finally tackling my TBR, and I could not be more excited. So I'm gonna get to reading, and let me know if you have read any of these books, and it's very likely that you have, because catch up. Let me know your thoughts about them, and which out of these, if you've read a number of them, were your favorite, and what are you reading right now? How's it going? What do you think? And I will see you all very soon in the next video. Keep reading, stay safe, take care of yourselves until then. Bye!